I hope you're ready for a journey into lunatic land. I saw this doing the rounds, and after watching just a few short clips of it, I was like, I've got to jump on this. This is the kind of thing I wish I'd seen a few years ago when I wasn't so familiar with these people in politics, like this kind of thinking, this generation or this group of you know, loony socialists, I suppose. A few years ago, I knew nothing about all this sort of thing. I was just doing my own thing, doing something different, not really paying attention. And if I'd seen it then, I just would have just burst out laughing, I suppose. Going, what? And I still have that. Approach to it, but at the same time, knowing how far-reaching this whole thing is, and the tentacles have spread into many aspects of media and politics and policy and so forth. It is kind of terrifying. Now, before I have something to say on the bigger picture type situation, let's just go through it and just mock it. That's the best way I can describe what I'm about to do right now. So here we have it. The Democratic Socialists Convention in America. It's quite interesting.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Okay. How do you respond to that? What do you even say to that? Like, I don't even know what I don't even know what to say. I really don't know what to say. What the hell do you say to that? You stand, like, someone stands up and the first thing they say, addressing a point of privilege. So what he's addressing that he's a privileged person, and therefore his opinion should be taken lightly with a grain of salt. It's like apologize, like the first time you want to ask for something. You're asking for people to behave a certain way, and the first thing you do is apologize for existing, I suppose, in a way. Isn't that what he's doing? But and then what do you say? And then go, yeah, I'm a highly strung person. All this whispering and chatting might, make me go a bit insane. It's bad for me. It's like, oh my God. So you've apologized for existence, and now you're letting everyone know in the room that you're broken. I'm a broken person. I'm broken. I have many issues. I've got issues, Did you know? I've got mad issues, and I don't want you, contributing to my mad issues. I should seek help, really. But here I am. So, anyway, so that's that.
Thank you, Comrade. Okay, is there a...
Are you serious? Do you see what I'm saying? Saying Comrade. Like, who... Like, it's kind of like... It's like a man... what the hell? How who seriously seriously addresses people as Comrade in this day and age? It's mad, isn't it? Like, who goes like, thank you, Comrade? Like, what? Who talks like I can't believe people talk like that in 2019. It's mind blowing that someone would talk like that. Like, there used to be this show called Citizen Smith. It was a comedy series back in the 80s. And he was always like Power of the People. He was like a socialist person. I'm pretty sure he used to call people comrade in that. It was a joke, like, yes, comrade. Like, you can only say comrade if you're in, a Cold War film and you're playing a Russian bad guy. Those are the people that say comrade. But here we have young people going, yes, thank you, comrade. Like, what? That's how they answer the phone. Shit. Do they answer the phone like that? I was saying, yes, hello, comrade. Thank you, comrade. Yes, power to the people, comrade. Goodbye. Like, what? This is trippy. Well, this video's not that long, but I think this is going to be long.
Speaker against name chapter pronouns.
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see him. Was he jumping and going, personal privilege, personal privilege, personal privilege? So shit, they must have been told that's how they have to address, like, the room. They have, like, in order to speak. Like when you speak to Alexa, hi Alexa, or to Siri. So you have to say that thing first before you can talk. I haven't heard what he has to say yet, and it's hilarious. Talk about a great opening line. Good on you.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
What? Why is that? He sounded like he was about to have a heart. He literally sounded like he was about to hyperventilate. Is this room just full of people who have anxiety problems? I've suffered from anxiety. Like, so, yeah, first world problems, But, like, come on, lad. Like, you shouldn't be going out speaking to a room. You need to address your anxiety problems first before you can change the world. Start with yourself. But they don't believe in the individual, do they? I suppose. Fix your own house first. Can we not use... I haven't even talked about what you said. Well, can we not use gendered language when we address the people? It's like, my God. How the hell do you, like, make a speech in this room? Like, it's going, me, me, she, did, them, what, who, what are you? Nah, oh my God. Anyway, let's keep going. That's fine.
Okay. Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA. He.
Quick point of privilege. This should be a game show. Hey, welcome to Quick Point of Privilege. That's as far as I could think that. I'm not going to go into that, make that a bit right now, because I might make that an actual thing on the Broncoland channel. I'm just, I'm always working, me. Always inspired. I'm always inspired. You inspire me, and I don't even know you.
I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload, and that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. Like, the be comradely isn't just for...
God, sorry, could this be any more of a fucking parody? Like this, the lack of self-awareness is mind-blowing. The lack of self. This is like South Park. This is like PC Principle, isn't it? Because I remember when he first came into it, obviously they had been paying attention to certain things, and I was like, what is this character all about? I don't get it. It's funny, but like, I didn't realize it was an actual real thing, and but life imitating art and vice versa. It's like, what is this? Like, what? And like, what? Like, these people are real, These people exist. That's what's crazy. This is real. This is actually happening. This is real. This isn't staged. This is a real thing. I don't know. Half the time I think this stuff is like created by someone like Steven Crowder to use as material, like as for jokes, like or someone like that, you know. But this is actually happening. This is a definite thing. I like this isn't CGI or they're puppets. Like they're real people. They breathe, they shit, they piss, they sneeze, they have anxiety, they get triggered. These are real people. Think about that. Like these are real people. Like these are fucking real people. That's mental. And the sniff of egotism in there is already strong, and I think it's going to get stronger. But like this, it's the amount of ego amongst these people is baffling. Like how, like I can already sense it. I already know it's there. Right, let's carry on.
You know, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay? Your need to express yourself is important, but your need to express yourself should not trump or over, like... I see that no one...
Well, he said a triggering word there, didn't he? I mean, talk about a faux pas. Jesus Christ. That's like, you know, I can think of many examples of what? Dressing the Nation of Islam and drop an N-bomb. Sorry, boys. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know you don't like that one. Like, whoa. Yeah. Look at this guy. You see, this is the kind of guy, you know, he's got his it's sort of like you know, Cold War era Russian type jacket going on. He's got a little, I can't remember, what's that called? A cravat? What is it called? That thing. He's got one of these around his neck, and it's red, obviously. You know, he's got his hair. He's got his hair, hasn't he? And his hair. He's got it all going on, this geezer. Come on.
Clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this. And that's really important because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reducing that, that's really important. So please don't clap, shoot up these. We have a lot of disabled comrades and
I've got to go. I have to go. You know, I've got to go to something like this. I've got to. Right, when I'm back in the UK, I'm going to find the UK equivalent of this. This is, I don't know how. I can do it. I remember I watched Crystal Palace against Bristol City in the Championship playoff semi-finals. And I got tickets through my ex-brother-in-law, who had season tickets, I think. So he was a Bristol City supporter. So I'm there supporting Palace, and I had to sit with all the Bristol City fans. And there were points where Palace were winning, and then we did eventually lose. But hey, a few years later in the Premiership, back in the Premiership, ain't been out of it since, son. Anyway, so I held it down there amongst, you know, I managed to hold down my emotions there because, like, football matches are crazy. That's why I could never go. I don't know how people go to those things week after week. Anyway, I'm going off topic. So I think I could sit there without bursting out laughing. I'm pretty sure I could control myself. I do have some self-control, you know. I just got to, because it's like, you know, people who go on those weird holidays, you know, people who go to North Korea, do the North Korea thing. I just go, this is mental. It's not a good time, you know. There's no all-inclusive, you know. There's no nightclub where you can have a smooch. It's you know what I mean. It's just this is mental, brilliant. Like, well, this is great. What is this? This is real. What? Like, it's that kind of vibe. It's like this is as close as you'll get to being beamed into an intergalactic dimension, you know, a different dimension, you know, just dropped, just someone drops you on an alien planet and you're like, what is this? I can't believe that. I'd never in a million years thought I'd be here. This is amazing, you know, because this is as close as you're going to get, because I don't think aliens are going to come see us in my lifetime. I could be wrong, you know, but I don't think I'm going to planet Andromeda any time in my lifetime, which makes me sad, but I have the next best thing. It's this. So sorry, it's very hard pointing because it's over here, but for you it's here. So it's, you know, good.
Those are invisible disabilities. You don't know who it is that is having a more difficult time navigating this space, and this space was not created with all of their needs in mind. So it's up to us to modify that space to make sure that everybody is able to move in the ways that they need to move. And additionally, with the noise issue, like avoid hissing, avoid waving banners, right? Because there's all sorts of...
What's with all the hissing? Why are people hissing? What are they hissing at? Is that a thing they do as well? It's like a hissing thing. Is that a thing? Is that one of their things? They got a hiss? I don't know. I'm clueless, aren't I?
Things. If you don't know what to do, show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's going to hurt somebody else. We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options of these, right? Please don't go in that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right? Because we don't want to put
an aggressive scent. Smear yourself with your own feces, I suppose. Don't go in the quiet room if you're smearing feces all over yourself. It's an aggressive scent.
In stressful situations that they don't consent to, right? And there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here, but it's going to be really traumatic for people if we're not making an affirmative...
Obviously, this is like some cut-up clip that it was Daily Caller did, but, you know, I'm glad I didn't have to, like, look through the whole thing. I mean, I'd happily watch the whole thing and comment on it. Happily. This is amazing.
Effort to de-escalate each other and de-escalate ourselves, right? Take a deep breath. And feel better before you say anything. Don't really...
I think that's the most normal thing I've heard. Is, like, that's the most regular thing and best, you know, like, take a deep breath before you talk. Because it seems like it's a room full of people who never take breaths or never really think before they talk. That's what it seems like to me. So to hear that, I mean, there's hope, isn't there? You know, there's hope. It's a bit like if you're on your tour bus in North Korea. We're going back. Yeah, we're back there now. You're on your little tour bus in North Korea and you drive along and, I don't know, you see some kid wearing a I don't know, he's got I don't know, he's got some sort of pop music, there's one of the pop music t-shirts on or something like that, you know, he's wearing a little Uzi Vert baseball cap, and you're like, okay, someone's reached them. They do know a little bit about the outside world. There is hope for the North Koreans, you get me?
Talk to anybody who doesn't have a credential, especially if they claim to be from the press. You have no idea who that person is. Please do not talk to anybody who identifies themselves as a member of the press without having credentials. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes. We're almost there. Just
imagine that. You're speaking in front of a bunch of people and you say something that they like, woo, and you're like, no, don't give me the adoration that I was seeking all along. Do this. That if my God, can you imagine you're just there in a place and like you give this rousing speech, the rousing speech. Imagine you're Churchill. I was like, and then everyone just went. And I go, all right, best I get, yeah. Okay, all right. Won't be coming back.
But thank you. We are going to be visited tomorrow by some MAGA protesters. Is there anybody here who's done abortion clinic escort work? What? Don't talk to cops if there are cops there for any reason at all, right? And if you do see someone talking to cops, let the marshals know. We are safe and we are strong because there's power in collective work.
Okay, I'm gonna just leave it on that image there. What was that? Like, what was that? The thing is, this stuff is far-reaching. It should just be amusing and absolutely hilarious. But But yo, it's real. Like, and like I said, these kind of ideas that come from these sort of people is far reaching. It's in mainstream newspapers. It's in mainstream, a lot of people in mainstream media, in comedy, you know, in the movies, in music, you know, in book, in art. Like, and it's also, you know, you got to wonder what is worse. You know, is like what's populism where's it gonna bring us? You know, where's anti-immigration rhetoric? How far? Because you know, there's always a potential for problems. So how far you're gonna go with it? And you know, everyone should like keep an eye on it. Be like, okay, let's be okay. But like, this is like the secret enemy that's everywhere. And you just don't. And it's mental. This is way more scary than anything like that. Like, because it is out there. Because you see this, you just go, this is lunacy. No, like no one's going to buy into this. But like, how many people are going to get influenced as time goes on? You know, I mean, all the talk about Generation Z or Generation Z, whatever you want to call them, and how they're going to be like way more right wing and libertarian or whatever they're saying. But I don't know. Like, how many people are going to get infiltrated? Like, this is an infiltration of the mind. These are egotistical narcissists. This is the way I see it. They think that their ideas are the only ideas that are good, and all other ideas shouldn't even be listened to and should be eradicated. Like, and arguing, if you argue with someone over something, therefore they're a bad person and you shouldn't associate with them. Like, that is the definition, in my book, of an asshole, an idiot, an egotistical, lunatic maniac. They're the people that you shouldn't associate with, okay? If that is their attitude. If someone's a socialist, or someone's a communist, someone's far right, someone's whatever, right? If you have an argument with them, and then you can just agree to disagree, then they're okay, even if their ideas are cack. But if they behave in a way where it's like, no, you are a problem, you need to be gone, then those are the people you shouldn't associate with. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's like, there's no hope for you. You know, I'm just going to have to leave you alone and let you find your own way. And hopefully we can meet again once you've, you know, realized the error of your ways. Because if they're not going to discuss their ideas of other people, they're just going to continue like this path of this cycle of brainwashing. Hey, this is mental. This is mental. These people are fucking crackers. Listen to the toss that comes out their mouths. And they take themselves so seriously as well. They go, yes, comrade. Like how can you have no self-awareness and be like it's sad. It's sad as well. It's mental, it's kind of scary, it's hilarious, and it's sad. It's so sad. It's so sad to see. Do you know what I'm saying? I think of all those weird cults you've seen out there, people waiting for spaceships to take them after they've drunk poison and God knows what, you know. You know, give me your newborn kids so I can rape them. Like that kind of lunatic shit that goes on in cults. This is the same thing. It's lunacy. Like, it's sad. And it's mainstream. Like, what? Like, seriously. What? It's what do you mean? Like, what do you? It's like, what? I couldn't even debate a person like that because I just spend most of it just going, will you stop talking like that? That's so strange. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, comrade. Blah, blah, blah. No, don't do this. Address me by blah, blah. I'm like, I can't deal with you right now. You need to go. You know, speak to someone who's, you know, you speak to proper crazy people on road, yeah. If you've lived in like, you know, a heavily populated area, and there's lots of lunatics around. You know, amount of times I've had to, I'm a lunatic magnet, so they always like to talk to me. And you know, you're just like, okay, like you're waiting for a bus, and there's just a loon starts talking to you, like, yeah, I know your shoe talks to you, and yes, and you're right, you should kill your ex-wife. She's a cunt. Like, you know, it's like, where's the fucking bus? Where's that fucking bus? Like, this is the same. This is the same kind of people. Whoa, that's trippy, man. It's a trip. I'm going on political convention safari as soon as I can, because this is wow, yeah, like cool. Like and subscribe.